everyone, I am Ankit. In this video, I am going to show you how you can make your first PHP program. When we talk about developing a web application, there are three things that are must have. First is scripting language, which is used to write the logical code for the application. Second is the server application, which executes the scripting language. And the last one is database, which is used to store the data. In case of PHP web application, the scripting language that we use is PHP. The server application used to execute the PHP code is Apache. And database we use is MySQL. Now there are two alternatives in which we can get these three things. Either we can download and install them separately in our system and then configure them, or we can download and install a software package which includes all these three things into it. We need to do merely nothing after installing it. So later option seems more convenient. Now there are several software packages available to install and configure above mentioned three things. Among them, there are two packages which are widely used by the developers. One is Vamp, or sometimes called Vamp server, used for the Windows operating system, and the other is Xampp, which is cross-platform package for the web application development. In this video, we will use Vamp server to develop web application. So let's see how we can install Vamp server. To download Vamp server, go to official website of Vamp server. So just search Vamp server download into Google and click on the first link that appears on the screen. So here is the official website of Vamp server. Go to download section and you can download the Vamp server version depending upon the configuration of your system, whether it is 64 bits or 32 bits. You can also download it from the website sourceforge.net. So you can click on the link showing sourceforge.net in the search result, and by clicking the download you will be able to download Vamp server for your system. Once you download the Vamp server, you have to install it. To install the Vamp server, just double click the exe file that you have received as a download. After you install the Vamp server successfully, you can see whether it has been installed in a proper way on your system or not. So just type http://localhost in your web browser and press enter. Right now it will not show anything, but if you have downloaded and installed the Vamp server in a proper way, the shortcut icon on your desktop will appear showing Vamp server 64 or depending upon the version you have installed on your system. So just double click that icon and it will start the Vamp server. Now Vamp server includes three things as we all have discussed, that is server application, Apache, then MySQL database and PHP scripting language. It also includes phpMyAdmin, that is the database management system that provides the GUI to manage MySQL database. So our Vamp server has already been started. So In the status bar, you can see on the bottom right corner the Vamp server icon in green color. Initially, when you start it, it appears in red color, then it turns orange, and at last it turns green. So if your Vamp server icon on the bottom right corner in the status bar is green, that means that your Vamp server is running correctly. So let us just visit the URL again. So here you can see Vamp server home page, and if you see this page after typing http://localhost, then you have correctly installed your Vamp server and it is right now running. So before creating any PHP program, you have to make sure that you have your server running properly. If it is not running properly, you won't be able to execute your PHP program. So let us now see how we can create our first PHP program. So before that, I want to show you something. So I installed the Vamp server in my C drive. So as soon as I install Vamp server, one folder is created named WAMP, Vamp, and I have installed it for a 64-bit system. So it is showing a Vamp 64, a folder named Vamp 64, right? So if this folder appears in your drive wherever you have installed your Vamp server, so that means your Vamp server is ready to use and you can now create your first PHP program. In this folder, you have to watch for this folder www, means www. This location is called your root location. Why it is called root location? Because all your PHP files must be saved in this folder at this location. So whenever you hear the word root location, so this location is the same location, this www folder, right? So we have to save all our PHP programs on this location. Let's now start creating our first program. So you can open any text editor to create your first PHP program. I am using Sublime Text. You can use any text editor you like. To create PHP program, you have to create PHP delimiters first of all. So this is a start delimiter of PHP and this is the end delimiter of PHP. I have already discussed PHP syntax in my previous video. So if you don't know about the PHP syntax and how PHP code is written, you can watch that video for getting your concept cleared. So let us save this file first of all. As I told you, I have to save this file at the location Vamp and in www folder. Let's give this file a name hello. It is a PHP file, so I am writing .php. Every PHP file is saved by using .php extension. Okay, so this is a file hello.php and I am saving it at the location www folder, means at the root location. Okay, so file has been saved. Now as it is our first PHP program, I am just writing a message hello world. To display anything in PHP on the screen, echo statement is used. For learning the basic syntax of PHP, again I would recommend you to watch the video first of all, how the PHP syntax is written, so that you won't have any doubt in the syntax what I am writing over here in this file. So just like in C language there is a printf statement. If you know the C language, if you learnt it before, so you know that printf statement is used to show the output on the screen. Similarly, to show the output in PHP, echo statement is used. So after echo statement you have to put the space, and you have to put your message into the inverted comma, whether single inverted comma or double inverted comma doesn't matter, but inverted comma must be used. So here I have written one message, echo hello world. Let's now check the output. To check the output, we have to append file name after the path we have written. You know that we have already written the path http colon double slash localhost, and after that you have to mention the location of your file in the root location, right? So in the root location we have saved our file in the www folder itself, right? So we don't need to write anything further, just we have to write localhost slash hello.php, and here you can see our first PHP program is showing some output. Let's suppose I move my file from root location to some folder in root location itself. So in www folder I have a folder video tuts, and in that folder on that location I am saving my hello.php file. So what changes will be there in the path we are mentioning in address bar of browser? So you have to change your path like this, video tuts slash hello.php. So when you write http slash localhost, you are already on the root location in www folder, and after that you have to mention the path of your PHP file. So I have mentioned that on root location there is a folder video tuts, and in that folder my file is there hello.php. So when I press enter it will show the same output, right? If I save my file on the location, means in the video tuts folder, and suppose I am trying to access the file from the wrong location, so in that case it will show a message just like this: not found, the requested URL hello.php was not found on this server. Whenever you see this message, make sure that you have used correct path to access your PHP file, or you have mentioned the path and PHP file name correctly, right? So you have to make sure that your path and file name must match the actual names. So if everything goes right, you can see the output on the screen. Now let's understand, why do we write localhost in address bar to execute PHP program. When you want to open a web application on internet, you have to type the IP address of the server where that web application is being hosted. But since it is difficult to remember IP addresses, we have given them alias names called domain names. This is similar for any student to have enrollment number after enrolling in any course, but he is referred by his name and not by enrollment number. When you try to open any web application or website on internet, You write domain name, for example www.websitename.com, instead of writing IP address. But when your web application is hosted by your own system, you have to write localhost, indicating that you are connecting to local server and not to server on internet. As discussed, there is an IP address 127.0.0.1 associated with localhost, which means you can use IP address instead of using localhost to access your local web application. So this is all about how you can make your first PHP program. Hope you like the video. Keep learning, keep growing, stay happy. Goodbye.
These are some important questions from this video. They will be helpful to you either you are taking examination as a student or appearing in an interview. So go through them and try to find the answers by yourself. All the best!